What's up, guys? So Absolute Power Task Force 7 number 1 comes out on Wednesday, July 10th. I got a chance to read this earlier today and just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. Now, as always, I'm not going to show you any interiors because I don't want to be the source of any leaks or any spoilers. But if you don't know, this series is going to be a 7-issue tie-in series to Absolute Power. Each issue has a different creative team and is going to focus on a different Amazo robot. Now, before I get into it, I want to say that this book references a couple of things that happened in Wonder Woman number 11, which doesn't come out until next week on July 17th. So that was a little bit weird, a little bit of a scheduling problem, I guess. It's nothing that's really confusing, like you understand what they're talking about. It's just that we're not going to actually get to see it until Wonder Woman 11 comes out next week. So apparently in that issue of Wonder Woman, the Amazo robot known as Paradise Lost, which is the one that stole Wonder Woman's powers, also stole the Captain's, Captain Marvel's powers and Mary Marvel's powers, although Wonder Woman helped Billy Batson and Mary Bromfield escape. Even though they're in their child forms now, Amanda Waller still wants to capture Billy and Mary, so she tells the Last Son, which is the Superman Amazo robot, to go find them. Now, even though their powers have been stolen, apparently they still have a little bit of residual energy in them, enough for parasites to be able to track. So Last Son uses Parasite as kind of a bloodhound to sniff out their residual energy and find out where they are. Last Son does find them, and it seems like it's going to be a pretty unfair fight until another character who has not yet lost their powers swoops in to help. This was a pretty decent issue. I don't really know how important it is to the main Absolute Power story. It seems like it may be just a little bit more of a side story, but one thing that is cool is that we get to see Dino Accountant from Mark Waid and Dan Mora's run on Shazam again, so it was really cool to see him. Now, that's not the only Absolute Power tie-in we have this week. We also have Green Lantern number 13. In this issue, we get a little bit of a few different storylines, one of them being Hal Jordan has been captured by Amanda Waller and King Shark. Amanda Waller wants to know how he's powering his ring because, if you've been reading the Green Lantern series, you know that the ring he has now is just a little bit different, and Amanda Waller wants to know all about it. We also see what's going on with the Rebel Lanterns on Oa, and we see Sinestro again. Those two plot points aren't really tie-ins to Absolute Power, but if you've been reading the series, it's really cool to see those. We do see the JSA's fight with Jadestone, who is the Amazo robot that stole Alan Scott's powers, and we're going to see a lot more of that in Absolute Power Task Force 7 number 3. And also, not really an Absolute Power tie-in, but we do see a little bit more with Nathan Allen Broom, who was, I guess, Carol's fiance until she left him for Hal last issue. So those are your two Absolute Power tie-ins for this week. Both pretty good issues. It's just a bummer that the Wonder Woman issue comes out next week, even though this one already references what happened in that. I think it would have made a few things a little bit more clear. But, like I said, it's not such a big deal. But again, these come out on Wednesday, July 10th. Let me know if you picked them up, and if you do, let me know what you think about it.